Hi, welcome to Midwest Magic Cleaning. My name is Max Power Thrust. And today we're taking the very last room in my house and transforming it into something really, really awesome. Now, the biggest reason that I'm doing this outside of the audio problem is because since I make my living on YouTube, I had my computer in my living room, and so there was no separation between my workspace and my living space. So it's really easy for me to feel like I'm always at work because my computer is always there and I'm always in front of it. It's important for me to not only have a space for work that's separate from my living space, but it's also important, and even more important, that it not look like the rest of my living space. It has to look different from the rest of my house. So it ends up that work stays in that room, and then my regular stuff like practicing spin kicks and breakdance battles can happen in my living room where they belong. So as far as color scheme goes, I wanted to make this the opposite of the rest of my house. And for those of you who have seen the rest of my house on this channel, you know that the color scheme is basically white, black, a little bit of gray, and teal. Well, if I just swap out the teal for red, I can keep the same, at least neutral color scheme going, and then my highlight color is just the polar opposite. The key is to not overdo it with your accent color. So what I'm going to do is put 2 coats of red over all the trim work and the window trim. The rest of the room is going to be black and white, and then on top of the rug that I'd mentioned, I can hang up a couple decorations that have red in them. So you don't have to supply all of your color just through paint. You can use those for accents, and then your decoration can supply more of that color that you like. I'm also going to keep the same thing in mind when putting on the black, because I don't really want to paint a whole wall black, but the soundproofing tiles that I got are in white and black, and I got some blackout black curtains. So to add accents for the rest of the room, I'm just going to paint the doors and the closet doors black. That gives just enough of a splash of black to break up the white. Once that was done, I moved on to the funnest part of the room. Now, I found these things on Amazon. I don't remember what brand they are. All I looked for was soundproofing tiles, and these are peel and stick. And I was a little bit concerned because I've messed with peel and stick stuff before, and the glue's never strong enough to hold onto the wall without it eventually coming loose. This stuff was so sticky, I didn't want to touch the backs of it. These are one of those that if you get these, make sure it's lined up really, really well before you press it in, because once that's on the wall, it's on there for good. Whenever I renovate this room at some point down the line, we will have to take the tiles off with the paneling.